Greetings and welcome back to part 2 of the video tutorial for the song Woyaya. Last video we discussed the introduction of the song, and we know that it starts in the key of C on the chord C major, and we said that the timing is a 6/8 timing. That's the feel of the song. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. But what you're going to be using as a major beat is 1 2 1 2. That helps us keep the timing of the song. But the 1 2 3 gives us that feel. But we do 1 2 1 2. That helps us to start the song. So let's do the beginning or the introduction into the first chord, and then we'll add the second chord, which will be an F. So I'll start with the 3rd fret and the 4th string using my 3rd finger. That will be the root of the chord. That's F. Then we'll take the 2nd finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then we take our 1st finger and we press down the 1st fret of strings number 1 and 2, and that gives us our 2nd chord, F. So we can start with the introduction right up into F. We are going, heaven knows. So we'll do the 1 2 1 2 1 2, and those are the first 2 chords of the body of the song. So let's do that together. We are going, heaven knows, heaven knows. There you go. So we have C, we have F, then we move to the next chord, which is the 3rd chord. We're going to be going from the 1 chord to the 4 chord, which is the F, and then the 3rd chord, which is the E minor. Now there are 2 ways to play the E minor. I like to play it this way, where I place my 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, then I place my ring finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, right here. You can see right there. So 1st finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the 2nd string, 2nd finger. Well, let's do the 4th finger first. 4th finger on the 5th fret, 2nd string, and the 2nd finger right here on the 3rd fret, 1st string. And that gives me an E minor. So I can go from the F, and this is a movable chord. So that's one way to do it. Some people may feel more comfortable with doing it this way, doing the bar chord, which would be using the 1st finger on the 7th fret, and the root would be this note here. So that's the E minor. So starting with the first finger, you would make sure that that E is sounding. But you press down the whole bar of the 7th fret. Then you take your second finger and place it on the 2nd string, 8th fret. Then you would take your 3rd finger, put it on the 4th string, 9th fret, and then your pinky, place it on the 4th string, 9th fret. That will give you also an E minor. So let's try that. Let's start with the C and go all the way to the D minor. 1, 2, 1, 2. We are going, heaven knows that. There we go. Very good. So let's add on the next chord, which is the 2nd chord, or the number 2 chord in the key of C, which is also a minor, D minor. So again, we start with the root of the chord on the 5th fret, on the 5th string, 5th fret. So we take our index finger, put it on string 5, fret 5. And we follow the same pattern that we did with the E minor chord. We take our ring finger and we put it here, 4th string, 7th fret. But once again, we're holding down the bar on the 5th fret. Then we take our pinky and put it directly under the ring finger on fret number 7. So that would be right here. Fret number 7, string number 4. So I'm sorry, string number 3. So we have string number 2, string number 6, 5 with our index finger, string number 4, the 7th fret, and string number 3, the 7th fret. Then we take our middle finger and we place it on fret number 6 on the 2nd string. So that's how that looks. So we're doing the same thing. We're just moving the chord, that bar chord, over or back 2 frets. Alright, so let's play those chords now, starting from the beginning. We'll start with the introduction. We are going, heaven knows that we are going. So now this D chord, which is the number 2 chord in the key of C, the 2nd chord, or the 4th chord that we're using, is going to go with the 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. So we start again. We are going, heaven knows that we are going, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that again together, starting with just the body of the song. We are going, heaven knows that we are going And the very next chord that we'll be using is the G chord. And we're going to be using a bar chord. Now there are two ways we can play this. We can play this as a regular major chord, or we can play it as seventh. So I'll use it with the major first of all. We're following the same pattern that we did when we played the chords on the fifth string. But now we're going to use the root on the sixth string. Starting with the G, which is the root. That is the third fret. We're going to press that down, but making sure that we hear that G. That's our bass note, the root. Then we take our middle finger, place it on the fifth fret, fifth string. So we have this note. Then we take our pinky and put it directly under the fifth string onto the fourth string, fifth fret. So we have, and then we take our second finger, put it on the fourth string, fourth fret. And that gives us, as you can see, that gives us G major. So this one also we're going to do 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start from the beginning and play the body of the song from the C chord, the number 1 chord. 1, 2, 1, 2. We are going, heaven knows that we are going. 3, 4. We know we are. And that would be the whole song. We go right back to C. Now you can see that we're going back to the introduction, and we're using that little line there. That's really the bass line of the song, but when you're playing the guitar solo or by yourself with no other instrument, it helps to do that part so that the feel of the song is still there. So let's start from the introduction and go through the whole cycle of the song, which would be the A part of the song. This song will be divided into A, and then there's going to be a B, there's going to be a C, and then an A. So A, we'll discuss that a little bit later. So let's do the whole first part of the song, or A, and go a whole round so that we can see how it sounds. So play along with me. 1, 2. We're going to go to starting with the introduction. 1, 2, 1, 2. We are going, heaven knows that we are going. We know we are. We will get there. Heaven knows that we will get there. We know we will. Very good. And that completes part 2. So, we will see you later. Thanks for joining us on this tutorial for Woyaya. My name is Abikai. See you next time.